In today's video, we're going to talk about debt collectors caught lying to people, and you need to know your rights. If you don't know your rights, you're going to be taken advantage by debt collectors when they call you, taken advantage by debt collectors when they send you letters, and even ultimately getting taken advantage of when debt collectors sue you in court. Before I get started on this video, though, I want to tell you that I care about you more than you may even think. The reason why I know that I care about you more than you may even think or believe, I'll add that in there, is because I dream about helping people with this. Could you imagine, of all of the things that I could be dreaming about, after having a hard day's work, or after relaxing and watching some basketball on TV or football, or playing with my grandchildren, or having a dinner with my wife, that the thing that I dream about is helping people like you who are having issues with debt, issues with credit, issues with lawsuits. Like, for some reason, I dream about helping people. It's crazy. Like, I wake up, and I wake up early. Like, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I do go to sleep early too, but wake up at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and the first thing that comes to my head is how I can help somebody. Like, that's the truth. And I've just fully embraced it, because there was a time in my life where I was like, I don't want to help nobody. Like, it was a long time ago, but it wasn't like you might be thinking when I was saying I didn't want to help anybody. It was like I just didn't think that people would appreciate the help, because my personality is a helping type individual. That's my personality. But now I'm of the mindset of, it doesn't matter if people don't accept it. I'm going to do what I need to do to get information out to people. So debt collectors are out there lying, and they're getting caught red-handed. They're threatening jail time, fake court cases, even lying about how much debt you might owe. Today I'm going to break down the top lies that they tell and exactly what you can do to fight back against them. The number one lie that debt collectors will say, you can go to jail if you don't pay this debt. Now, technically, there's a loophole that they can put people in jail for not paying a debt, but we'll talk about that in another video. But as it stands, you cannot go to jail over not paying a debt, and they're not allowed to threaten to put you in jail. This video is about what debt collectors can say to you, the lies that they say. They cannot tell you that you can go to jail over the debt. One of the biggest lies, and it's 100% illegal for them to even threaten it. You cannot be arrested for owing a consumer debt, period, point blank. They cannot threaten to arrest you over a debt. But there is a loophole that you can be arrested over a debt, and we'll talk about that in another video. So the lie is designed to scare people into paying the debt right away, even if the debt isn't valid. So what you need to do is you need to tell them, you need to put that in writing, and then you need to contact companies like mine to help you, and your government agencies in your state. Used to be CFPB would regulate them, but right now CFPB is going through a little bit of some stuff. We don't know if they're going to still be in full operation, but your state attorney general's office regulates, or there's a department within your state that would regulate debt collection companies. And if you don't have a department that regulates them, in the financial institution is usually who would regulate them, but you can go to your state attorney general's office and let them know what they have done. You might need some evidence for it, but if they say it, the whole point of this video is that they can't threaten you with it. So don't get afraid that they're going to be able to put you in jail over a debt that you owe. Lie number 2 is you owe way more than the original debt. They inflate the amount with fake fees, unauthorized interest, and so-called legal costs before they've even sued you. So they like blowing up the debt. This is one of the biggest things that we go after when we help people who are being sued by debt collectors, is to get these itemized fees and inflated interest and attorney costs and all of this stuff. Uncover that so we can see what the actual alleged debt that they purchased was. So what you want to do is you want to ask for a complete breakdown, and then you send them a debt validation, and you do that within your debt validation, and they have to respond to that debt validation within 30 to 45 days, but they have to respond within 5 days to let you know that they are doing a review of that debt, that they're going to get you that validation. The way that they usually do it, if they have the debt collection on your credit reports, is they will mark down that it's in dispute, and then they have up to 30 to 45 days to respond for their documents. Now, if you do not know how to do a debt validation letter the right way, what you can do is you can go to summonsmaster.com to see how you can upload your debt collection letter, and it'll create an exclusive certified debt validation letter. All you got to do is sign and date it. It will usually stop any debt that was purchased by a debt collector. Lie number 3 is we're suing you even though they haven't. Sometimes they'll say this: you've been named in a lawsuit when there's no court papers ever filed. Now, let's talk about the state of Minnesota. Crazy loophole that debt collectors have in Minnesota. That's why some of the bigger debt collection companies are based in Minnesota, is that they can actually send you a summons without a court case number on there, without filing it with the court, and you are required to respond to them. A lot of people will get a summons in the state of Minnesota, and they will be like, there's no court case on file, so I don't have to respond. You did not legally file a court case against me, so there is no court case. In the state of Minnesota, they can do it that way. In other states, they do have to actually file it. So this is known as a phantom lawsuit threat. The design of it is to get you to have fear and to contact them to try to do something about the debt when you don't have to do anything about it. This is a direct violation of the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, the FDCPA. They cannot threaten a lawsuit or say that they've sued you and they haven't sued you. But the exception is in the state of Minnesota. They do not have to have a case number. All they have to do is draw up the documents and send it to you, and you're required to send it to them. You don't even send it to the court. And then they will determine if they're going to file the case fully in court. So now, lie number 4, this debt never expires. They won't tell you there's a statute of limitation or quote unquote time barred period. In many states, it's as low as 3 years. Now, here's something I want you to pay attention to. When a debt collector calls you about a debt that is past the statute of limitations or the time barred period, and the time barred period means that they have no legal option like taking you to court to make you pay the debt. That they can contact you, but you have no legal obligation to pay the debt, and they cannot take you to court to pay the debt. But here's something that they don't want you to know about, is that if they call you, they have to actually tell you that the debt is time barred. That's why they had it changed over in the Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, because if they were to call you up and say, we're contacting you about a debt that is past statute of limitations, you're going to be like, statute of limitations? That sounds like I shouldn't have to pay it when I hear that statute of limitations. But if they call you and say, John, we're calling you about this debt that you had with this previous credit card company. We own the debt now. And even though it's time barred, what are you going to do about this debt? Most people don't know what time barred means, but they actually have to say that when they speak to you on the phone. Time barred means the same as statute of limitations. There is no legal obligation for you to pay the debt, and they cannot take you to court to make you pay the debt. What you should do is you send them a letter back stating that you know that this debt is past the legal statute of limitations to collect according to the laws in your state, and that you want them to cease all communications about this debt, or you will consider it harassment. I give you that letter at the end, so don't worry about it. I'll give you that letter. You know I always take care of you. So what do you do if you believe you've been lied to by debt collection companies. You can sue them if you have the information. You can get the debt dismissed or the case dismissed based on the evidence that you can show where they have lied, and you may be entitled to damages. So if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video what makes us different. So you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian credit reports on all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early in the game, grab my 3-pack of letters: statute of limitations, debt validation, and cease and desist. I do ask for a donation on those. Those 3 letters can save you time, money, and frustration, but you're going to have to use your fingers and do a little bit of typing and editing on those letters. If you have debt collectors coming after you and you don't want to use your fingers and do any typing and editing, you can upload that document directly into summonsmaster.com, and it will create an exclusive certified debt validation letter. All you do is sign, date, send that certified mail to that debt collector, and you have put them on notice, and it will usually stop them from moving forward. Thank you for your time. Subscribe to the channel. Post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and Founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.